Toucan Play That Game is proudly sponsored by NiceGameShop.com, the place to go for rare and unusual Asian games.
Okay, so in Century Spice Road, you're all traders on the Spice Road trying to get the most bang for your buck, basically, in your spice trades. So how it works is you have you basically start off with 2 starting cards, which allow you show the camera, which allow you to do two very basic actions to start the game. Okay. You can acquire two of the yellow spice, the 2 turmeric, okay, and then you can you can play that to get 2 turmeric, which will get you to take 2 turmeric from the bowl, and then that'll go in front of you to use and pay for extra cards. Or you have this card, which allows you to upgrade 2 of your spices to more valuable spices. So, as you can see on the left-hand side, we've got
So how are you getting those cards?
These are your starter cards.
Oh, okay. So you just start. Are those like in front of you, tableaus?
Yeah, everyone gets the same starter cards. So that's how you start the game. You start acquiring spices that way, okay? And then as the game progresses, you will start trying to acquire some more cards to be able to do more actions, okay? So you only have those 2 cards to start. Everyone on their go has access to this card here, okay? And what this card allows you to do is trade in 4 of your turmeric spices and exchange them for a cardamom and a cinnamon, okay? Which are more valuable, okay? So as you can see, getting the turmeric spices is a bit easier, and getting these ones is a little bit harder because they're more valuable. So that's a good one to have. What you also might want to do is you might want this card here, which allows you to upgrade 3 different spices, okay? So instead of taking this card for free, you would have to, from your own collection, place a spice on each of these cards that you forgo. Okay? So you're trying to accumulate cards to be able to do more, okay? But the end goal is trying to get these points cards, okay? So sell in your spices.
Been referring to this as Splendor Killer, that it's so much like Splendor. It sounds a lot different to me.
It's You're collecting and trading, and I guess the main difference with Splendor...
the way you're doing it is different.
It is different. I think that what you can see is when you remove a card, for example, everything shuffles down, okay? So you can see what's coming, and you can see what's going to be better value, and it's the same at the top, on this top level here. So if someone buys this card here, the number 20, you can see that's very valuable because it has the most valuable spice, and it's 20 points. If you buy this card, you also get this gold coin here, okay, which is worth another 3 points at the end of the game. Then everything shuffles down 1. So if you see a card maybe that's in, okay, let's pretend we didn't get this.
It might not be best tamed for the card at the front of the line because other people...
Exactly. People may be after that, but you can always see what everyone's got in front of them spice-wise, okay?
Are you able to go for a card further down?
Yeah, for these ones you can buy any of the cards, okay? But you might want to wait for them to come down here because at the end of the game the silver is worth 1 extra point and the gold is worth 3 extra points.
And does the game come with those really nice metal coins?
It does, yes. There is a separate playmat to that.
This is available now, isn't it? But it doesn't come with the playmat.
So, yeah, it doesn't come with the playmat. There's a separate playmat available. At this show, at UK Games Expo today, we've got 240 copies that are going to be available from selected retailers across the store, across the show.
Which retailers are
those? You'll have to have a look around. I think there's quite a lot of retailers here, so we've tried to divvy it up amongst our customers pretty fairly.
Do First and Equals have any?
I would think so.
That's my local. So
I would expect so.
Probably go there as a choice.
Some people are keeping them hidden so that they don't. So when people come asking for them, because I think they're going to be in high demand at this show.
Yeah. I mean, from everything I've seen, that's going to be one of the ones that everyone's rushing to buy.
Absolutely. Yes. So the other thing to bear in mind with this game is you can hoard spices, but you can only have up to 10. So you have these spaces here that show you where you can place your spices. So you can't just sit there just taking them and not letting anyone else have them. You've got to start spending them and using your cards. So you're either buying a points card, buying a card to do other things with, or playing your cards.
What's the cost to buy the cards?
So the cost to buy the cards, if you want this one, it's free. Okay, it's this one on the furthest left is always free. For anything over here, you have to place one of your existing spices, doesn't matter what spice, on each of the cards you forego to get that card.
And then if someone then buys that card that has spices that you forego,
they get extra spices. Yes. Okay. So it's you don't want to be leaving spices, but sometimes there's a really great card that you really want to get. So sometimes you feel like you have no choice, I'm actually very bad at this
So
game.
the idea is you're buying the low down cards to kind of get an engine going.
Yeah, you're
to
trying
be
to
able
build-
to get spices.
You're trying to build that engine. You're trying to make
Yeah.
it easy for yourself to actually be
and then
able to hit
get
these
points.
goals.
So what is the end condition? What actually ends the game?
I believe the game ends when one player has been able to accumulate 5 points cards. Okay? So by that point, you need to be looking at what other players are doing and trying to make sure
So
that you're
there is
there or thereabouts.
potentially a reason to go for lower points cards just to speed up the end of the game and
Yes,
kind of outpace people.
yeah, and if you feel you can pick them up like quicker than other players, then you might be able to get in the points before other people have really built their engine up. You see.
Okay, that's great.